Yes, welcome back to Bob Singh Oval. It is under 19s time, our first game in Pool A, and it's a massive one. It will decide the winner of Pool A. The Queensland Sapphires taking on New South Wales City. Sapphires reached the final last year. Let's look at the team. Vanna Fisher, the fullback, McKenna Dingley, Michaela Everting, Kylie James, and Luca Howard, the back five. Olivia Cade, Emily Bella, the halves. Theo Mosby Nonna, Ethuina Suave, Lillian Yellow, Montana Mook, Grace Giappino, and Atalia Love. The starting 13 for the Sapphires. City Cassie Toha Hiku, Patessa Leo, Maddie Bending, Rosemary Beckett, Zoe Cass, the back five, Durana Mua and Wilson in the halves, Vaki, Sherrington, Kennard, Poulet, Wilson, and Duckett completing City's starting side. Making some changes from the games we saw yesterday. They're both back to full strength, and as I said, a spot in the final on the line. We are underway. We play 2 by 20-minute halves in this one. They've allowed it to bounce. City got away with it. And both have been real stars of this Pool A group. New South Wales City emphatic, 36-0 winners over Victoria, 2010 over 22-6, I should say, over WA, while the Sapphires 32-6 over WA, 18-4 over Victoria yesterday. So in those games, City the more dominant, but means nothing going into this. They'll get a penalty, help their charge upfield. Only the winners of Pool A and Pool B go through to the final. So New South Wales City trying to avoid another all-Queensland final. Ruby and Sapphires we saw last year. And we have seen a draw already this tournament, of course. No golden point in pool games. So if it does finish level, we would go to points differential to find our pool winner, and that would be City, given the more emphatic win they had over Victoria. They're close to the line here, though, City. Cherrington into dummy half. Urana Mua turns it inboard. An early test defensively for the Sapphires. Watch Cherrington going for a scoot to dummy half. Going to be hard to stop here, though, City. Can they keep them out? I don't think they can. Hopewadi it is who slams it down. They have a try. It's taken them just 2 minutes to open their accounts. And New South Wales City will play from in front. Let's look at that replay. Good service from dummy half. Urana Mua turns it inside to a rampaging Hopewadi. There were 3 and 4 Sapphires on the scene, but they could do very little to deny her, and first 4-pointer goes the way of New South Wales City. So Luisa Urana Mua look to convert, turn 4 into 6. Should be a rather simple conversion, this close to the post. There's a slight breeze across the ground, and she makes no mistakes. So New South Wales City extend the lead, 6 points to 0. So Bella gets us back underway. Again, it's let to bounce off the kickoff, and the Sapphires say thank you, we'll have it. Not lucky the first time, not on that occasion. New South Wales City Sloppy off the kickoffs. Yarrow. Met strongly by New South Wales City defence. She's been really impressive, her work already this tournament. So Ava to play it. First look at the City try line. City came up with points at the other end. Can the Sapphires do the same? So I've had a dummy half. Bella rolls it in behind. Is that too much on that one? It will roll dead. You would have heard the ref's mic saying there's a injury assessment going on, so a brief stoppage as we make that replacement. It's going to be Latu to come on. So a reprieve from City. They work out from their own end again. They'll play it 40 metres out from their own line. If you're just tuning in, it's Pool A action in the under-19s. Looking for a pool winner. Winner of this game will go to tomorrow's final and play either the Rubies or New South Wales Country. Kennard works away 30 out from the line. Sherrington spins it left. Wilson. Poulet helped it forward. Still there for Beckett. Good dummy. Chance for Leo to find the corner. It's back-to-back tries to City. Patessa Leo has City extending the lead, and the Sapphires, well, this isn't the start they wanted.
New South Wales City, number 2, Patessa Leo.
He's proven to be a finisher all tournament long, and it was the work of Wilson just attracted the defenders. Poulet held 2 of them off, and Beckett did well to draw her opposite centre, and Leo touches down. So suddenly City lead at 10 points to 0. And Sherrington has a chance to extend it to 2 converted tries, the lead. So a great start. Opening 5 minutes. Couldn't ask for more. New South Wales City. 2 looks at the line. They've come up with points each time. Can Sherrington convert it? 12 points to 0. Waved away, so remains 10. City remain in control. Another look at that try. Poulet. Didn't see too much of her yesterday. She was a real feature on our opening day of the tournament in the strong win over Victoria. Both sides did use the opportunity yesterday to work on some different combinations. Both back to full strength for this one. And it's City. We're enjoying the start. Still plenty of time left to turn this around. 12 minutes remaining. Lutu making a break. It's all City so far. Over halfway she goes. They are struggling to go with them for now, the Sapphires. Sherrington at a dummy half. Now Poulet. Wilson has support off her left shoulder. City rolling forward, looking for 3 tries. They've had 2 looks at the line. Kennard for Leo. They're going to score again. They will. Oh, they are turning it on. The work down that left-hand channel between Rosemary Beckett and Patessa Leo, it pays dividends again. Back-to-back tries. and New South Wales City are running riot. Wilson showed it inside and out. Beckett held it up nicely again, and Patessa Leo goes back to back. She has a double, and City suddenly are out 14 points to nil. Reminder of what's to come here on day 3 at Bobsing Oval in Burleigh on the Gold Coast. Western Australia and Victoria to follow this one, and then another blockbuster at 2. The Queensland Rubies, the defending champs, will take on New South Wales Country, and the winner will claim Pool B. Given the start they've made, it's looking like New South Wales City are going to take Pool A. Plenty of time to come as Cherrington can't convert. 14-0. Plenty of time remaining, but quite a start for New South Wales City. 3 straight tries. 2 of them to the number 2, Patessa Leo. Bella restarts again. They've been a little sloppy on the kickoffs. It's the only area they've put a foot wrong to this point. Bawadi charges forward again. Cherrington, first time we've seen her at a dummy half, and she's broken clear. Cherrington needs support. She might even motor away herself. Still going, Cherrington. Support coming. She doesn't need it. Cherrington's going to score. It's 4 tries. Ruben Cherrington, if you don't mind, they are running away with this. Well, this is a turn-up for the books, the Sapphires. It's all City. And Cherrington saw the markers were tired, fends away Bella, and once she got clear, looked around for the support. In the end, didn't need it. And races in for their 4th try. Cherrington's first of the tournament. Suddenly 18 points to nil. Sapphires have hardly had the footy. Cherrington can convert to make this 20 points to nil, and what a start this has been. Certainly not expecting this going in. Close last time out. They've all been difficult conversions. This one waved away. So it will remain 18 points to nil. Let's look at that try again from Cherrington. Named as one of the stars to watch pre-tournament, Ruben Cherrington, and there's the indication of her talent. So 4 tries to nil. The Sapphires have hardly touched the footy. Goes back to City once again. So Bucky to play it, 40 metres out from the line. Sapphires look startled by this start. They've hardly managed to get into the game, and they haven't been given the chance to do that. Credit to City. Execution's been top class. Wilson shows it to the line. Are there more points coming? Leo has two. Chasing a first half hat-trick. They're going to score again. Oh, Wilson touches down. New South Wales City. They are all over the Sapphires. Fifth try in just 15 minutes.
Number 7, Annika Wilson.
Leo is finding room to move down this left-hand flank. She already has two today. I thought she might try her luck and find a first half hat-trick. Found her number 7 in Wilson, and Annika Wilson touches down, and suddenly 22 points to nil. Well, it was Queensland bettering New South Wales in men's state of origin on Wednesday night. Some redemption to now for New South Wales City. They have blown them away so far in this first half. Cherrington's got an easier kick than we've seen so far, with the 4 converted tries, the lead. The edge closer to half-time, which has flown by. Cherrington, can she convert? Flags are raised. 24 points to nil. Let's look at the try again. It's Wilson drifting across field, and got to credit the work of Rosemary Beckett. Not for the first time today. Had a hand in the try. They're looking slick, New South Wales City. So back underway. Yet another restart, and it gets worse for the Sapphires. They put it out on the full. They can't put a foot right, the Sapphires, in this first half. Who would have thought? 24 points to nil. 3 minutes remaining. Could be more pain to come. Charging forward is Soliola. That's a great run. Bundled off 3 of them. Has them 25 out. Wilson, try scorer. First of the tournament. Was that knocked down by the Sapphires? They will adjudge that it did come off Queensland first, so another set to attack the Queensland line. On the replay, as though City potentially knocking it on, but fortune falling their way, not only on the scoreline, but on that one. Here's Lutu, shows it inboard to Binding. And all played down this left-hand flank. We've hardly seen the likes of Binding and Tohei Hiku, who are just as lethal this close to the line. That's a knock-on in the play of the ball, so reprieve for the Sapphires. We'll have 90 seconds in the first half that is just flown by. Sapphires can't wait to get to the halftime break and talk this over, because they've been blown away. 5 first half tries to New South Wales City. Defence aiming up too. For New South Wales City, Bella slow to play it. She was in a strong tackle. So 40 seconds left in this first half. Can't ask for much more from the New South Wales side. Is there a final chance perhaps for the Sapphires to get on the scoreboard? Mook will play it just shy of halfway. Last tackle now. Bella forced to juggle it. I'll put it through the hands. Still the last. And it will come to a conclusion on the 40-metre line. And that'll just about take us to half-time. And what a first half we have seen from New South Wales City. Top spot on the line here in Pool A in the under-19s, and New South Wales City, they are flexing their muscles well and truly. 5 first half tries. Let's look at them now. And it was Hopewadi who scored early on, just 2 minutes in. Hard to stop given her strength. On a charging run. Then Patessa Leo, first of her 2 tries in the first half. Nice backline move. Poulet held it up well. Beckett through the defence. Leo finished it off. She has done countless times this tournament. Immediately, he was in again. Then it was Wilson. Beckett combining. Leo had her second. It was 3 straight tries, and then Cherrington, star to watch before the tournament. She was one of those listed, and he's wide. Lovely run. She had support coming. She says, no, I'm going to do it myself. Let's try number 4, and then Wilson added a 5th. The halfback being influential in everything. Leo was looking at a first half hat-trick, but she found her halfback. They found their 5th. They find a 24 nil lead at halftime. A break from us. When we return the second half, the Sapphires have a job to do. Halftime, New South Wales City 24, the Sapphires nil. Yes, welcome back to Boxing Oval. New South Wales City making their way out for the second half here in the under-19s action in Pool A. New South Wales City, what a first half they've turned on. 24 points to nil. They lead the Queensland Sapphires. Reminder of what's to come in the 3 remaining games. This afternoon, Western Australia and Victoria will follow this one. And a blockbuster at 2 o'clock. Queensland Rubies and New South Wales Country will play for top spot in Pool B. The Rubies, the defending champions in our under-19s. Sapphires making the final against the Rubies last year. They are up against it to continue that in the 2022 edition of the Harvey Norman NRL Women's Championship. New South Wales City on fire in that first 20-minute period. It means that they can turn it around. The Sapphires, they're going to have to find 5 tries. Certainly capable. It remains to be seen if City let them in. You would think they won't put the cue in the rack. They know the job is only half done. Everything went to plan for them. 20 minutes to book a spot in the final. Oh, perfect for the first 20. Can they follow it up here? Bella takes the tackle. The Sapphires need to find something to find a way back into this game. Sure enjoying it wherever you're watching on live here on NRL.com. Adam Santarossa here with you in commentary. Thanks for your company. Here, day 3 of the tournament. We'll be back tomorrow for our finals. Love takes a strong charge over halfway. Cave turns it inside to Mook. Last tackle now. Well, it was at the toes of Cave and couldn't reel it in, and that sums up their afternoon so far. The Sapphires, not the first set they wanted after half-time, given the way the scoreboard sits at the moment. Sherrington. Maxwell Maeva to play it. A little slow to get up. Play the ball. Lutu. Soliola, another who's stood out in this City side. Maeva wants it again. Sherrington into first receiver. Takes it to the line. Try scorer in the first half. City swarming again. They want more tries. Not happy with 5 of them. They're going to get one here. You feel Poulet is going to crash over. Too easy from City. Tessa Poulet adds her name to the try scorers list. And it gets worse for the Sapphires. 28 points to nil. They were lined out to the left. Wilson just put her through the hole, and Poulet, he's not going to be stopped from there. And come back to that error of the Sapphires, and City, they're making a habit of making you pay for your mistakes. 6th try. It's going to be Uranamua to take over the goal kicking from Sherrington. Certainly not the scoreline we expected heading into this. Uranamua moves in, strikes it well. Flags raised, so try converted. 30 points to nil. 16.5 minutes left. This is our final game in Pool A, deciding who will top the pool and go into tomorrow's final. So they restart us again, going for the short kickoff, trying to catch them napping. It almost does. I think Beckett's knocked that on. Sapphires come up with it anyway. Suave only had one set in their opposition 20. It's been all City. Yet to see them really conjure anything close to the line. Whip at dummy half. It's a long road back, but it starts here as Bati Karua trying to orchestrate at first receiver. Here she is on the ball. Out wide it goes, and everything puts it down. They just can't put sets together. They can feel the game slipping away, and often, sometimes you just try too hard to find a way back into the game, and the mistakes keep coming. Still time to find some points, and City found 24 in 15 minutes. They've got 15 to find 30. They'll work it out of their own end again. The New South Wales side, they're going to chance their arm. Here's Leo with some room to move. 2 tries today, wanting a hat trick. They still haven't brought it to a stop. They do so now. Good tackle from Elena Whip down low. Lutu. Maiva will play it just shy of halfway. He's just joining us. That is the correct scoreline, 30 points to 0. New South Wales City in complete control of this one. It was 24-0 at the break. Dominant first half display. Everything went right for the New South Wales side, and they want more points. They have had some injuries to contend with. To be fair, the Sapphires, they did bring in a couple of Queensland Rubies players. Beckett, a provider today. Leo's going to get a hat trick here. They're going to call it back for a forward pass though. Well, Beckett has been involved in at least 4 of the tries today. She probably deserves one of her own, but that time judged to have been forward to Leo, which would have been her hat trick. I mentioned the injury concerns the Sapphires have had. They did have to call across a couple of players. Mackenzie Batty, Gloria, and Jacinta Carter to fill out their squad today, so they have been up against it. What has been a busy couple of days of rugby league. 9 games in days 1, 2, and 3. We are in the 6th one of those 9 today. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're with us here on NRL.com. And they've put it down again. So just a little disjointed now, the Sapphires. Lincoln City add even more points to this smorgasbord they've created so far. Charrington at the base of the scrum. Uranamua. Got them stretched to the right. Lutu wastes little time going in that direction. Charrington dummies, takes it to the line. They put it through the hands. They were in again. Tohuhiku waiting out wide. Still there on the right if they put it through the hands. Uranamua sees the danger. They should score here anyway. Binding chose to keep it. Out to Tohuhiku now. Can she find the try? Sapphires resolute, but held up. So good scrambling defence from the Sapphires. So not prepared to give them more points, City. They'll have a chance to do it again, though. Tackle 4. Lutu. Sherrington turns it inside. Hopewadi brought down. Last tackle now. Do they go to the air or do they put it through the hands? Lutu's going to keep it for herself. Has she got there? I think she has. It's yet another try. New South Wales City, Lasana Lutu. Adds her name to the try scorers list. And the Sapphires, desperate defence from them, but Marcus was slow. Lutu wrong footing the defence. Helps herself to a try. 7th for New South Wales City. 34 points to nil. This would actually equal the heaviest defeat we've seen in the under-19 competition. At least Pool A. New South Wales City beat Victoria 36-0. If Ranamua can convert, we will match that scoreline with just under 10 minutes remaining. So, indication of how red hot City have been. Ranamua taking her time, converted her last attempt. Does likewise, so 36 points to nil. City will lead. So that try again from Lutu. So restart once again. Allowed to bounce by Pool A. Knocked back. She charges back out over the 20-metre line.
Successful conversion to number 6, Louisa.
So they will book their place in this Pool A final. Lutu has one try and wants more, and they are racing away. City. I mentioned that win over Victoria, 36-0. They have matched that here against the Sapphires, and they have plenty of time to find some more points. Kennard. Wilson, short ball, finds Tohu Hiku. Beckett, actually brought down. Last tackle now. Wilson will put it in the air, end over end, a testing one for the Sapphires. City have come up with it. Still the last. The Sapphires will get possession back. Well, we have 3 games remaining in our schedule today in the under-19s. Western Australia and Victoria will follow. And then the Queensland Rubies and New South Wales country before South Australia and Northern Territory complete day 3 of the tournament. And day 4, of course, our finals, which you'll see live on NRL.com, also live on KO Sports, the under-19s and Open Women's finals. And looking forward to bringing you those tomorrow, of course. If you're looking for something to do for your Sunday or the rest of your Saturday afternoon, do come down to Pizzey Park in Burleigh, Bob Singh Oval. Free entry bring the family and see some high-quality rugby league. Cave sends it high. Test for Tohu Huku. She's wrong-footed. It might sit up here for the Sapphires. She does get it at the second time of asking, but have they put her in their in goal? She has. So it'll be a dropout. So just under 6 minutes remain. Can the Sapphires find some points? Been doing a lot of defending so far in this one. To the 30 now. Cave. Inboard to the arrow. Strong carry from her. Promotes the footy as well. Everett in good hands. Swing it wide, and that's lost, I think, from Love. Yes, it is. So another mistake costing the Sapphires and ending their set. Possession back with New South Wales City. So that under-19s national final. We know New South Wales City are going to be one of the teams. You'll see it live at 12:15 tomorrow. It'll be live on KO Sports and also NRL.com. So to the Open Age Final at 11 a.m. tomorrow. That will be New South Wales country taking on Western Australia. That is confirmed. Western Australia, the defending champions in the Open Women's. City want more points though, and they're searching for them. Zoe Cass. Pulled down. Iranamua. Can they hit 40 against the Sapphires? Soliola plays it. 30 out. Kennard, the forwards, doing their work inside the final 4 minutes. Wilson, one try today, takes it to the line, turns it inboard to Hopewadi, the first of our try scorers. Last tackle now. Wilson will send it high. Test for Suavai, but a test she passed rather emphatically. Oh, still the hits come from New South Wales City. That was Lutu. What a game she's having. Not only a try scorer, but putting on the hits defensively. Pikioli, the Sapphires, just want to get it down the other end, and Tohu Hiku forced to go back and reclaim this. Has got attacking spark, and no one's found her yet. She's eventually pulled down. 35 out from the City line. Sienna Williams goes on a scurry at a dummy half. So not quite, we're playing on here, not quite as a try-scoring machine they were in the first half, City, but still a 36-point lead and wanting more. Kennard, gap starting to open, still promotes the footy to Wilson. Numbers to the left if she wants to use them. Seo still searching for a hat-trick. Pool 8, wrap around to Wilson. I think that's been knocked on. No, we play on still. Still Beckett. Oh, she's going to do it on her own here. Rosemary Beckett, and that is some reward. She's been involved in a handful of tries today. Now she has one of her own. And the Sapphires stopped. Beckett made them pay. And it's 40 points to 0. Let's look at the replay. Just fatigue starting to set in for the Sapphires, and Kennard saw that they had them out to the left, just had to keep the ball alive. Wilson and Poole linking well. Wrap around to Wilson. I thought potentially there was a hand in there. The Sapphires agreed. They stopped. Beckett kept playing and made that look rather easy in the end. Certainly wasn't. She has a try. So 40 points to 0. Certainly not the scoreline I expected coming into this one. The 24-0 lead at half-time. The dominance has continued here in the second. And that try also ensures that this is the heaviest defeat in Pool A. Can Yarranamua extend the lead by a couple of more points? Not going to come back, so will remain 40 points to 0. The siren should follow in our final seconds of this one, and it will mean that New South Wales City will go to our under-19 national final. Who they'll play, well, that remains to be seen. Queensland Rubies and New South Wales Country will play off for Pool B honours at 2 p.m. As we hear the siren, it is just about done. Wilson will just kick it into touch. Game over. What a game we've seen, though, from New South Wales City. What a statement to the rest of the competition. They take Pool A honours, a convincing 40 points to 0 win over the Queensland Sapphires. A dominant display. 8 tries in all. Let's look at the 3 from the second half. They're 24-0 at half time, and they went on with it here in the second. Let's look at those tries. First up, it was Poole A. Great pole run. Gets good reward. And Lutu. Impressive today. Good work out of dummy half. And too hard to stop. And the try we just saw from Beckett. Knew they had them outstretched here on the left. Kennard kept it alive. And the work of Wilson, not once but twice here. Influential. Again, Poole A involved. And Beckett, she laid a couple on for Leo. Sherrington as well. Finally gets one of her own. So, full time in our opening Pool A clash. We have a national finalist confirmed. New South Wales City will top the group, and they've done it in some fashion. 40 points to 0. A brief break from us. When we return, Western Australia and Victoria. Final Pool A game in under 19.